In the next 20 years, 70% of all privately owned farms and ranches in the U.S. will change hands. Some will just be sold, others will be left to family members, mostly the next generation of ranchers. To train the next generation, we start them young, and that's why we give thanks to kids and cows on our Wyoming Life. Farming and ranching isn't just a profession, it's a way of life. It's getting up early and working late, often in weather conditions that no normal person would choose to work in. Rain, snow, bitter wind, and scorching heat may slow you down, but it can't stop you from getting done what needs done. The next generation of farmers and ranchers face plenty of challenges on their own. Only 1% of working Americans claim farming as their occupation. And over the next few years, 240 million acres of farm and ranch land are expected to change hands. With a majority of farmers and ranchers in the U.S. over the age of 55, many of them may not have the heirs that are interested in taking over the family business, leaving millions of acres up for grabs by larger ranches and corporations. Even if a farmer has an heir that's interested in carrying on the family business, we still have challenges such as inheritance tax, low prices, and high overhead to deal with. New farmers and ranchers are quickly becoming a rare thing. The number of entry-level farms has fallen by 30% since 1987, and new farmers only make up 10% of farmers and ranchers today. Beginning farms and ranches face even more challenges than the hard work. The capital is often lacking, and the scale of an operation that you need to turn a profit is often impossible. There are programs in place that can help you, and we'll talk about them just a little bit later. We were lucky. Erin's stepdad has owned Wyoming ranches for generations. We left our corporate jobs to come back and help when he got sick, and we landed in a situation that neither Erin and I had ever dreamed of being in. Gilbert helped us get started. He taught me what I needed to know, and what he didn't teach me, I went out and learned on my own. When he passed away, we were thrust into the fire, either get burned or figure out a way to put it out. And when we had kids, we decided that they should know the value of hard work. And early on, we started trying to give them some sort of the values and dedication that Gilbert had tried to teach us. I'm gone some days from dusk until dawn. There are days I don't even see the kids in the morning and I get a passing glance at them at night. But we hope that they learn the reason behind that is to give them the life they deserve, to put shoes on their feet, clothes on their backs, foods in their stomachs. A big part of that learning process is getting the kids out to do chores on the ranch. And when they were old enough, they started doing them. We got them out. We still have to pick and choose the chores that they can do. I'm not going to expect a 6-year-old to go out and fix a fence alone or a 4-year-old to go push cows into a corral, but there are plenty of chores that they can do. From letting the chickens out of the chicken house in the morning to putting them in at night, gathering eggs every day, making sure the chickens have food and water.
If we see a chicken sitting on eggs and she won't get off, that means she's broody. So you guys, broody means she's gonna sit there and she's gonna wait for some eggs to hatch. She's gonna be a bomb.
You know what, soon enough, the chickens will become our first standalone kid-run endeavor on the ranch. And we hope they'll be able to run the whole operation, from feeding to washing to packaging eggs. Another project that the girls have this week is going to the neighbor's house and taking care of their dogs while they're out of town for Thanksgiving vacation.
So we're getting food to the dogs because Gary's gone. He's on vacation for Thanksgiving. One doggy. Me too. Hey. No, I don't. Come on, Tensi. The other one's still eating. Hi. I love
They also get to clean the pigs, making sure that they are okay. Now, they can't lift a 50-pound bag of pig food, but for the little ones, checking animals is the first step on the ranch that leads to a connection to the animals and the land that'll hopefully grow into something that makes them better people. In addition to the pigs, they also check on steers and heifers and cows and bulls. They even like to check on and feed the barn cats, making sure they're probably the best taken care of barn cats in 20 miles. There's no guarantee that any of our 3 kids, Mackenzie, who is 6, Grace, who is 4, or Lincoln, our 2-year-old, will have any interest in continuing the family ranch when they grow up. Honestly, we don't plan on putting any pressure on them to do so. They may leave for college and become whoever they choose to be. But there is the chance that they'll come back and help carry on a family tradition that we hope will be around for many, many years in the future. It's a gamble every day around here. And even our kids learn that there's a segment of the population that either can't or don't bother themselves with where their food comes from or the work that goes into it. The flip side to that are people who are concerned about the future of farming and ranching. People who want to help and know the importance of what we do here on the ranch, a thing that sometimes even we take for granted. It's true. Before we started doing these videos, we knew there was a disconnect between producer and consumer, but we had no idea how many people were out there just like you who want to bridge that gap. It's easy to get wrapped up into your own life, your own personal little bubble, and ignore what happens outside of it. Not a day goes by that we don't get an email or a comment asking us how to become a rancher or farmer, how to get a job as a ranch hand, or just get invited to a local farmer ranch just to look around. It's not going to be easy to become a rancher or farmer. Go talk to your local extension office, Farm Services office, the USDA office. They can provide resources and knowledge that new farmers and ranchers are going to have in order to be successful. Hands-on experience is absolutely necessary in agriculture. Reading a book or even watching a video can help you out. But the reality is that you're going to have to get your boots and your hands dirty. There are farm and ranch jobs out there. Look in local farm and ranch groups on Facebook. Visit your local feed and ranch supply store. Talk to the people that work there. If you're serious about beginning a career in agriculture, it can be done. Small farms and ranchers are going to save agriculture if it's going to be saved. But big changes are coming, and it's going to be even harder tomorrow than it is today. So with Thanksgiving behind us, we give thanks to the kids and the cows and all the ranchers and farmers all over the world that feed us 3 times a day. We also give thanks for you, for being here with us, following our life and hearing our message. It's not enough to save the land. We also need to save the people that farm it. Have a great week, and thanks for joining us in our Wyoming Life.